Good day, hello everybody. I just want to do a quick update on my pregnancy journey so far, part 2. If you haven't seen the first one, then I will link a video down below in the description. From the first video, it was just like, finding out I'm pregnant and then telling people and all these kind of stuff that happened, and it was a very pretty crazy and dramatic time. But I think every time is a crazy and dramatic time in your life, so but it was just the finding out I'm pregnant and in disbelief that I'm pregnant, and like everything was so new and surreal. But yeah, if you want to watch that video, just go ahead and click the link down below. So right now I am in my 3rd trimester. I am actually, right as of now 34 weeks and something days. I'll be 35 tomorrow. I'll be 35 weeks tomorrow. So, and I guess from the last video I was just transitioning into the 2nd trimester. And so I guess I just want to talk to you from the 2nd trimester, kind of going into the 3rd trimester. And I have to say that the 2nd trimester was a breeze. So everything went pretty smoothly. Like I had more energy and I just felt pretty great. And I felt like, oh yeah, I can do things again and I don't have to be exhausted or have all these things happening. So the 2nd trimester was really great, and that was the first time me and my husband experienced feeling the baby for the first time, like the kicks and stuff. And we kept like waiting and waiting, like when are we gonna feel it, when are we gonna feel it, or when I'm gonna feel it, because I felt like I couldn't feel anything at all. And it wasn't until like I think my birthday week that when we first felt something. I just felt it and I was like, I think that's a kick. And it was so like nice because me and my husband were together at that moment. So when I first felt it, he was there and I was like, I think I felt it. I think I felt the kick. And then and that's when he put his head on my stomach, and then he heard the movements, and then that's when the baby he felt the movement too. He felt the baby kick him on his ear, and that was like a really I just treasure that moment a lot. And that's when everything became really like more real, because when you first, I guess for me, when I first found that when I was pregnant, you're kind of like, you still can't believe it. But when I first felt it and I knew that, oh, okay, there's a living being inside of me and I can feel it now, then it just makes it more real. And and ever since then it just became more and more real, and the movements now are like greater. The kicks are stronger, and I and I know that there's someone else there with me all the time, wherever I'm going, work, or just out and about at home. Like I just feel the movements all the time now. So and it has made me bond with the baby more. Like I'm starting to know that, okay, this is another person. And then we talk to the baby and just try to bond with the baby as much as we can. And yeah, so that part of the experience has been great. As I transition into the 3rd trimester, I notice it has not been pleasant, or starting not to be as pleasant as the 2nd trimester. So I notice I'm having more aches, like having back aches. Sometimes I'm sore, like in my pelvic area, and sometimes it just kind of hurts in my pelvic area, I think from the pressure of the baby. And I don't know. And then I think I'm getting the backaches from the weight of the baby, sleeping is a whole nother thing. Like sleeping is not comfortable at all, and my back is usually hurting in the morning, and we have a pretty good, mattress, but it's not quite helping. And sometimes I just can't really like sleep on my side for long or certain positions. But I guess that's just the thing of it. And for most of the nights, I've been kind of getting up in the middle of the night, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just up and I can't go back to sleep. So I'll just be on my phone reading or something. And I've been having crazy weirdo dreams. like really, really weird. Like you don't want to know, just crazy, odd, something out of a Tim Burton movie or something like that. And I guess this sums it up. I just know that when I walk for too long, or if I walk kind of like, hard, like, I'm doing like a fast walk, then that's when I like start feeling those pains, like kind of pelvic pains, or maybe the uterus, or I don't know, just pains, and like it's just kind of sore. And so then I was like, okay, I guess I gotta slow down a little. And I am not sure, and like I don't think I mentioned it in the other pregnancy video, but so this pregnancy has been kind of a difficult journey, only because, or mainly because, I guess I have gestational diabetes, and I did not know I had it until like a few weeks ago, I guess, or maybe over a month ago. I didn't even know. I thought that I was trying to prevent, gestational diabetes. Like I guess it was miscommunication between me and the doctors and stuff. But then it's like, okay, well, one day they said, oh, okay, since you have gestational diabetes, we got to do this. And I was like, what? I have it? I thought this whole time I was trying to prevent it. So maybe it was just miscommunication, misunderstanding on my part. And I will probably talk about that in another video. When I first found out I was pregnant, I was like, yeah, I get to eat whatever I want. Well, not really, but you just kind of like, okay, yeah, I get to eat a little bit more, or get to kind of enjoy stuff, and then, but didn't happen because, they wanted me to watch, like, limit a lot of stuff, and, like, especially, like, unhealthy carbs and stuff like that, and sweets and stuff like that. So, but I think, it was for good reason. And sometimes, like, I hate it. I hate that it happens. Like, why does it happen to me? But I think sometimes, like, the struggles that get thrown in your life happen for a good reason. And so now, like, in the past few weeks, I've been, like, really figuring out how to eat healthier, changing my eating habits. And I think it really just kind of opened my eyes and made me realize that I need to eat healthier. I just need to change a lot of things about being healthy. And I think it was kind of a wake-up call. And now that there's gonna be a baby coming, and makes you realize, okay, well, yeah, I really want to start these better eating habits and stuff like that with my kids. So, but I am trying I am dealing with it, and it does suck sometimes, but I think it was just something that has to change. And so in a way, I guess it's a blessing in disguise. And I've been working on, like, kind of how to incorporate more vegetables and stuff like that into my health, my meal plans, and just been doing research a lot about health and stuff, and it's been pretty chaotic with all the information out there, but I'm trying my best to just be open-minded and just keep learning, I guess. So anyway, I guess that kind of sums up like the pregnancy part of it, like what the experiences of going through the second trimester into the third, and yeah, so it's been great so far, and now I just have like about 5 weeks left, and I am scared of Labor Day, but I'm trying not to think about it. Like, I'm trying not to like anticipate it or want it to be done and over with. I am just taking it day by day, focusing on other stuff, to keep my mind, keep me busy, and then not, just taking it day by day is basically what I'm saying. And the only other thing that has happened, the only other thing is that the second to third trimester was just some things that happened, like, I guess, like mentally and stuff, with family situations, like my mom had health problems, and that was also a factor in the health thing, and the rest of it was me and my mentality and everything, with like, I felt stuck and I didn't know what to do. There were some things I wanted to do this year, and then when I found out I was pregnant, I felt like, okay, this is gonna like affect what it was that I was trying to strive for. And so a lot of it, I was just running around, like, trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and all this, like, what is my passion, and like all this career and like those kind of stuff is what I went through during that second trimester. And as of right now, I do feel pretty content, and I do feel like I have some clarity, or more clarity than I have. I try not to stress myself out too much, because I was like working like every second of every day, and I felt like I was just going in circles, and I didn't know what I was doing, because I was doing one thing, then working another thing, then working another thing. Like, I felt like I was all over the place, and I was confused, and I didn't know what I was doing. And now I have a little bit more clarity, and now like every day is kind of easier. I was trying to work towards building something or doing something before the baby got here. It's like I wanted to make sure that my life was right when the baby came. But then I was like, okay, realistically, I think that was just causing too much for me, and I really had to kind of step back and really look at the full picture and everything like that. And so I can say right now that I don't have to wait. I don't have to be like, okay, this has to happen before baby comes. I just have to know that I'm just making progress day by day, and I'm still gonna work towards whatever it is that I want to work towards, and especially after the baby comes, and that's just part of life, right? So up to this point, I can say that this whole year, or past, this whole year has been like a crazy experience, and it's probably the worst. Well, I want to say worst, but it's probably like the craziest year in a long time. And the last craziest year I had was in high school. And this is like, there's so many things that happened this year, so many ups and downs and just craziness. And you know, all in the midst of bringing, you know, being pregnant. And that just took a, I mean, all those factors in being pregnant was a lot. But I'm glad to say that I know, like, some things happen at the craziest times. So, and that's all I just wanted to share. And I will probably do one last one, you know, when the baby comes. But I guess I just want to put my story out there and just hopefully encourage you guys, or I don't know, hopefully you found this, like, I don't know, inspiring, entertaining, informative, I don't know. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoy your week, and thank you for watching. And if you want, you know, subscribe. Doesn't hurt. And like I said, like I always say, yeah, day, it is good.